The supplement industry is worth over $150 billion. And here's the uncomfortable truth. They've spent that entire fortune hiding from you. About 90% of what they sell you does nothing. Nothing. It's expensive urine, colorful powders, and marketing dressed up as science. The average person chasing better health spends $100, $200, sometimes $300 a month on bottles, 15 different pills, a cabinet full of promises, and almost none of it works. Because here's what the actual research shows. The supplements with real, strong, independent evidence behind them can be counted on one hand. 5 of them. And together, they cost you less than a single fancy pre-workout. So today, I'm going to give you both lists. The 5 cheap supplements with the strongest scientific evidence that exist. And then the 10 you are almost certainly wasting your money on right now. Let's save you a few $1,000s a year, starting now. But first, one rule that governs this entire topic. And if you remember nothing else, remember this. Supplements are the smallest piece of the puzzle. The word itself tells you everything. Supplement. They supplement a good diet. They do not replace one. You cannot out-supplement processed food, bad sleep, and no exercise. 95% of your results come from training, real food, sleep, and stress. The pills are the last 5%. Anyone who tells you otherwise is selling you something. Okay, let's start with the 5 that actually work, ranked by how cheap and how proven they are. Number 1. Creatine monohydrate. This is the king. If you take only one supplement in your entire life, make it this one. Creatine is one of the most studied supplements in human history. Hundreds of peer-reviewed studies. And unlike almost everything else in that store, it actually does what it claims. It increases strength, it improves muscle growth, and emerging research shows it may even benefit your brain, your memory, and cognitive function, especially as you age. Here's the kicker. It costs about $3 a month. 5 grams a day. That's it. A tiny scoop of flavorless powder. You don't need the fancy branded version with a logo and a hologram. Plain creatine monohydrate is the exact same molecule at a fraction of the price. Nothing else in the supplement world comes close to that value. Number 2. Vitamin D3. This one is almost free, and most people are deficient in it without even knowing. Vitamin D isn't really a vitamin. It functions like a hormone, and it's involved in immune function, bone health, mood, and hundreds of processes in your body. The problem is, it's genuinely hard to get enough from food. And if you work indoors or live somewhere with real winters, you're likely running low. The fix costs about $15 a year. $15 for the entire year. A daily dose in the range of 2,000 to 4,000 IU covers most people. One important note, ideally you test your levels first, because this is one you can actually measure with simple blood work. But as deficiencies go, it's one of the most common and one of the cheapest to fix on the planet. Number 3. Magnesium. Here's a stat that should stop you. A huge portion of the population is deficient in magnesium, and magnesium is involved in over 300 processes in your body. Sleep, muscle function, stress regulation, energy production. Deficiency can look like anxiety, like poor sleep, like muscle cramps and fatigue. People spend a fortune trying to fix those symptoms with other products, when a cheap mineral might be the actual issue. Get the glycinate form, magnesium glycinate, because it absorbs well and it's gentle on your stomach, around 400 milligrams. It costs roughly $15 to $20 for a 3-month supply, and a lot of people notice their sleep improve within a week or two. Cheap, common deficiency, real effect. That's the pattern you're looking for. Number 4. Omega-3s. Fish oil. This one comes with a condition, and the condition matters. If you eat fatty fish, real salmon, sardines, mackerel, twice a week or more, you probably don't need this at all. Get it from food. Food always wins. But most people don't eat fish regularly, and if that's you, omega-3s are worth it. They're genuinely anti-inflammatory. They support your brain, your heart, and your joints. In a modern diet flooded with inflammatory omega-6 seed oils, correcting that ratio matters. It runs about $20 to $30 a month for a quality product. So this one is conditional. Eat the fish, skip the pill. Don't eat the fish. This is a reasonable buy. Number 5. Protein powder. Now, technically this is a food, not a supplement, and that's exactly why it works. Protein powder isn't magic. It's just concentrated protein, roughly $1 a serving, that helps you hit your daily target when real food isn't convenient. And most people, especially as they age, fall short on protein. It's not better than a steak or a plate of eggs. It's just easier some days. A tool to fill a gap. Whey if you tolerate dairy, or a quality plant blend if you don't. So, there's your entire evidence-based list. creatine, vitamin D, magnesium, omega-3s if you don't eat fish, and protein powder to fill gaps. Add it all up and you're looking at maybe $40 to $60 a month, most of that being the protein and fish oil. That is the whole game. Everything else you've been sold is, at best, unnecessary, and at worst, a complete scam. Which brings us to the list they really don't want you to hear, the 10 you're wasting your money on. Number 1. Fat burners. The metabolic boost from a fat burner is trivial, often less than 50 calories a day, and that's basically just the caffeine. They do not address the only thing that actually causes fat loss, which is a calorie deficit. You're paying $50, $60 a month for expensive caffeine with a scary label. Just drink a coffee. Number 2. BCAAs, branched-chain amino acids. This is one of the most profitable scams in the industry. BCAAs are only 3 of the 9 essential amino acids. If you're eating adequate protein from food or a protein shake, you are already getting all of them, including the BCAAs. Taking them separately is completely redundant. That's $30 to $50 a month gone for something you already have. Number 3. Testosterone boosters. The over-the-counter ones do not meaningfully raise your testosterone. If they actually work the way they claim, they'd be prescription drugs. They're not. They're a blend of a few herbs and a lot of marketing. If your testosterone is genuinely low, that's a real medical issue, and the answer is a doctor and blood work, not a $40 bottle from a supplement shop. Number 4. Detox supplements and cleanses. This one makes me genuinely angry. You already have a detox system. It's called your liver and your kidneys. They are extraordinarily good at their job. Detox teas and cleanses don't remove toxins. What they usually do is make you lose water weight, sometimes through laxative effects, which you gain right back. You're paying to be dehydrated. Number 5. Greens powders. $40 to $60 a month for dehydrated, powdered vegetables in a tub with a wellness aesthetic. Here's the thing. Actual vegetables cost about $10 and contain the fiber and the full nutrient profile that gets stripped out or degraded in the powder. A greens powder is not a substitute for eating plants. It's a substitute for your money. Number 6. Mass gainers. These are just sugar and cheap protein at a premium price. You can make a far better weight gain shake at home with real food, oats, milk, peanut butter, a banana, for a fraction of the cost and none of the junk. Number 7. Most multivitamins. If you eat a varied diet of real food, a multivitamin is largely insurance you don't need. Worse, the doses are often poorly absorbed and you have no idea if you were even deficient in any of it. Test for specific deficiencies and fix those. Don't shotgun 30 nutrients hoping one sticks. Number 8. Overpriced branded creatine. I told you creatine works, but here's the trap. Companies take that same $3 molecule, add a flashy name, a proprietary blend, and a hologram sticker, and charge you a premium. It is chemically identical to the cheap stuff. Buy plain creatine monohydrate and ignore the branding entirely. Number 9. Collagen for most people. Collagen has a little more evidence than the pure scams, so I'll be fair. But here's the catch. When you eat collagen, your body breaks it down into basic amino acids, the same ones you get from any protein. It doesn't travel straight to your skin or joints like the ads imply. If you're already eating enough protein, you're likely getting what you need. It's not the worst thing on this list, but for most people, it's optional at best. Number 10. Anything with a proprietary blend. This is the biggest red flag in the entire industry. A proprietary blend means the company legally hides how much of each ingredient is actually in the product. Why would they hide it? Because it's usually a tiny, useless dose of the good stuff and a pile of cheap filler. If a label won't tell you the exact amount of every ingredient, put it back on the shelf every time. So let's step back and look at what's really happening here. The supplement industry figured out something brilliant and cynical. People want a shortcut. They want a pill that fixes what their lifestyle broke. And that desire is worth $150 billion a year. So they sell you hope in a bottle, 15 bottles. And they wrap it in words like optimize and detox and clinically studied and proprietary, until you can't tell the 5 things that work from the 95 that don't. But now you can. The stuff that works is cheap, boring, and proven. Creatine, vitamin D, magnesium, fish oil if you need it, protein to fill gaps, under $60 a month total. And here's the part that ties it back to everything on this channel. Notice what every single one of the 5 real supplements has in common. They fill a gap that a good diet almost closes on its own. They are the supporting cast. Real food is the star. A salmon dinner beats a fish oil pill. A steak beats a BCAA powder. Real vegetables beat a greens powder. Sunlight beats a vitamin D capsule half the time. Your body evolved to get its nutrients from food, not from a factory. So if you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Before you buy another supplement, ask 4 questions. Does it fill a real gap in my diet? Is there strong, independent research behind it, not company-funded studies? Does the cost make sense for the benefit? And could I just get this from food instead? If the answer to that last one is yes, you already have your supplement. It's on your plate. Cancel the auto-renewals, empty the cabinet of the junk, keep the handful that works, and take the hundreds of dollars a month you were burning and put it toward better food. That's the actual upgrade. If you want the evidence-based protocols and the research the supplement industry would rather you never read, that's exactly what we send in our free newsletter. Over 40,000 people already get it. Links in the description. And if you want the complete system, how to build your health on real food so you barely need supplements at all, we put all of it into the Longevity Blueprint. What actually works, what to skip, and how to eat so your body gets what it needs from your plate, not a tub. Use code 2026 for 50% off. Links in the description. Share this with someone whose bathroom cabinet is overflowing with bottles. You might just save them a few $1,000s this year.